What's up, guys? It's Isaac here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson. Today I have your pre-owned bike of the week, this 2023 Harley-Davidson Anniversary Edition Fat Boy 114. So what are we looking at? We're looking at probably one of the most iconic cruisers that exists. I mean, a lot of Harley-Davidson motorcycles are pretty popular, pretty well known, but not many are as iconic as the Fat Boy. A motorcycle that's so distinguished by its massive tires. You know, you've got a massive front tire, a pretty big rear tire, and for the most part, a relatively solid rim. The only difference between these rims that we saw this change made a couple years ago that these rims do have the cutouts in them, so it does still have a lot of that same look that you're used to for a Fat Boy, but one of the big concerns a lot of folks had was they were talking about, you know, wind pushing the bike around. It's not that bad. So, but, you know, to kind of address that concern, holes went ahead and cut out all throughout this, so it makes folks feel a little bit more comfortable with it, but it didn't really compromise that style either. But that's the Fat Boy. Now, what makes this one in particular so special? Now, last year, 2023, was a pretty big year for Harley-Davidson. Not that every year it isn't, because they were celebrating 120 years of operation. And so to help celebrate, amongst other things, we had the Anniversary Edition motorcycles, like always. And so these in particular, I got this out in the sunlight to help show it off a little bit better. But it's this beautiful Heirloom Red Fade all over. A little bit of two-tone here, a little bit of stripe. You've got the beautiful bronze badging on this tank. You've even got the red leather worked into the seat. And so it really makes for a pretty gorgeous motorcycle. I mean, look at this right here. This bike's even number 10 of 3,000. So one of the first 10 motorcycles out there. So that one makes this one pretty special, even more so. Now, a couple things that this one is pre-owned. It's got less than 300 miles on it right now, but a couple things that have been done to it that we're seeing. First thing, of course, you've got this nice little swing arm bag there, so you can throw your wallet, keys, and maybe even stash a little jacket in there if you need it. Another thing, we've got a little bar bag for your sunglasses, maybe a set of gloves, something like that. Creature comforts, this bike does have cruise control. You've got the tank mounted dash. Let's see what else we got going on here. You got the still stock exhaust from that 114 Milwaukee 8 going into that 2-to-2 shotgun exhaust. We got a quick adjustment for the preload on the rear suspension. You got these nice floorboards, and there is the heel shifter on the other side. And other than that, oh, and of course the windshield. So we got this nice little windshield, so that'll be nice here for the winter. But other than that, this is a 2023 Harley-Davidson Fat Boy 114, the Anniversary Edition. So we're gonna rip this thing around right quick and show you how much fun these are. Here it is, 2023 Harley-Davidson Softail Anniversary Fat Boy. So, fun bike. It's a cruiser. I mean, you can really put the pedal to the ground if you want, but I mean, it's or the throttle to the floor, throttle to something maybe. Not sure. But it's a cruiser. This thing is nice and easy. Take it down the strip. So we'll go ahead and start it up here for you. Let it do the nice little light display. It's a nice little show. I like to see it all the way through. Go ahead and start it up. Easy as that. The reason it was able to start for me is because I've got the fancy key in my pocket. Not that pocket, this pocket. So what we're looking at here, like most of the Softails here now, it's rocking the key fob here, so super easy. Just drop that in your pocket and go ahead and start it up. It does have a physical hard key here, but that's really only for the steering head, locking that. So, you know, if I'm parking this beautiful bike in a sketchy spot for a while, maybe I'll go ahead and lock the front wheel up, so that way it won't make it a little bit harder for somebody to go roll it away without me. Yeah, there it is. So pretty sharp. I love the look of this bike, especially that red leather. You got the 114. You got beautiful accents everywhere. I mean, this really is just a showstopper there. Yeah, this is. I've seen these bikes, maybe not the Fat Boy in particular, but I have seen some of the anniversary bikes. Folks have thrown some white walls on. That's a fast way to make a sharp bike even sharper. So let's go ahead and take this thing for a little spin. You see we got nice floorboards. This thing gets cruiser to the core. Alrighty.
throw that thing in gear, backing on up. Oh yeah. And a little bit of throttle, a little less clutch. Easy as that. Definitely very planted. Nice cozy seat. You really hate to, you wouldn't want to swap this seat out, that's for sure, because it's so nice. I don't want to get the tires wet. So I think they just waved somebody on. I don't really know what they're doing here. Now I gotta stick around to find out. Yeah. More water? Interesting. I don't know what that was. This thing is smooth. Now a lot of folks, you know, I don't know if I've actually ridden a Fat Boy before. I'm gonna have to go back through these videos here and see if I've ridden one of these things before. Maybe I rode a pre-owned one, an older pre-owned one some time ago. I've never ridden the twin cam ones, but I don't know if I've ridden a Milwaukee A1 or not. Huh. Well, this one is pretty nice. I've heard a lot of folks talk about just how wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Maybe not. Kind enough to let me through. Yeah. Nice. 114's always got a good bit of pickup too, so that's always an added bonus on this cruiser here. So it's cruiser, but it'll give you some go when you want it to. So we'll do most of the loop here today. We'll throw it on the highway for you guys. I have heard, anyway, like I was saying, one of the biggest things I've always heard about these bikes is just how comfortable they are. You know, with I mean, you basically have you got a massive tire setup. So I mean, that's just massive tire setup, good suspension. So I mean, these bikes are just comfortable. Just really good cruisers, and that's one of the reasons why they've kind of been favorites for so long. I can already tell right now it's just so good. I mean, it's got good braking. It's only got the single rotor, which is nice because that single rotor is plenty enough. Old Stang's getting it. The single rotor is plenty enough, and you really hate to have another rotor on the other side taken away from these beautiful rims. So it's always good. Got nice mirrors too. I'm gonna adjust this one down a little bit so I can see my lane change here in just a moment. But yeah, I mean, pretty sure it's a stock bar and riser setup. This thing's a ton of fun. So one of the biggest complaints I've probably heard about these bikes is kind of the thing that makes them so cool is this tire setup, you know. So people are like, oh well, you know, you can't really, it's hard to really drag my knee with the Fat Boy on the Dragon, so I hate the bike. And it's like, well, the bike's not really set up for that. It's set up for this right here, you know, this nice cruise, go take anywhere kind of thing. I mean, if you're looking for a corner chaser there, I mean, get a low rider, get something like that. This one will still put out though a little bit of something. I feel like I haven't ridden a bike this low in a while. Beautiful. Yeah, here we are. You've got a nice, I mean, big old brake pedal. That's hard to miss. Braking's on this is fantastic, I'll say. Sounds good. I mean, stock pipes, nothing crazy. Not the Nissan Sentra Taylor's version. I'm gonna assume this lady's name is Taylor. That it would just be my best educated guess. I feel pretty good about that guess. Cool. So we got our big old tank gauge. I love those. Pretty good. We got a green light too. That dude definitely ran it. There's no way. All right. And yeah. Like I I said, this bike has just under 300 miles. So right now it has 271, but I'm definitely going to put at least a couple more on it here for this little ride and review we got going on. Yeah, so we're riding. Let's do some reviewing here. So let's see. Give it some brakes. Oh yeah, not too bad. Rolling nice on along. So it's very comfortable. I don't know if I've said that quite yet. Yeah, I mean these tires and this suspension is just soaking it up for us here. I mean, if I wanted to do a little swerve here, it's pretty good. It's very planted though, so it's very stable. Some folks who prefer a little more sporty experience, they might say it's a little overstable. So I mean, you're definitely gonna have to put some work in to really. I say work. I mean, this is all very minimal compared to others. To really get this bike on over, you'll have to put in a little bit of work for that. Take it nice and slow around the bends. Don't want to scrape it up. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Whole 114 here will hustle. And it doesn't have any crazy loud exhaust either, so it just kind of sneaks up on you. It's like, oh, surprise. And the windshield too. Between the windshield, a little bit quieter exhaust, it's like, oh wow, we got to the speed limit real quick. So, and now for the scenic part of the tour. So, since I can't exactly take this bike out to the mountain countryside at the moment, this is the best we can do for you. I got a little dog walking around here, love to see it. Lots of folks at the park. Just had a ton of rain last week out here. So some definitely, what we got going on out here? Lots of water. So a little turbulent out there, I believe. So we're in fourth gear. We're gonna drop it down onto third for this, I reckon. It's handling this like 1800 RPMs really well. It's pretty low. Usually it won't run a bike that low, but I mean, it's doesn't seem to mind. See how it corners. Definitely kind of hanging off this bike quite a bit more. Just a little extra precaution. Yeah, doing pretty well. I like it. I mean, this bike surprised me quite a bit. I mean, it's just such a pleasant ride. It's just a good motorcycle. Love the new, or I say new, I gotta quit calling it new now. It's 2024. This frame came out in 18. Oh yeah, got a mail truck, a stranded mail truck. Give him that LP1. No, maybe he just pulled in there. It doesn't have to turn, I guess. No telling. Yeah. It's cozy. I got floorboards, move my feet on all around everywhere for us. That's a big plus. Yeah, windscreen's nice. This is a quick detach, so you can pull it off during those summer months when you're just whipping it around the city and you really want that that style a little bit better. Make sure no one's pulling out here. Yeah. Let's see. And maybe the quickest way back, we'll shoot down Yeah, we won't go all the way down to Avon Ferry, but we will do the little bit we have been doing here lately. But yeah, thank you for riding with us along today. This is a lovely moment to do the old YouTuber thing and hit you with the old like and subscribe, guys. Yeah. There's a particular bike you want to see us do, check out our website. Tell us, look at all the fun bikes we got up there, and tell us, if there's one you see up there that you want to see us go and do this ride on. If there's one that particularly piques your interest, you just want to see that bike get out and about. Take that nice and slow. This thing go hustle. Maybe I'll use a heel shifter next. I don't use it as a whole lot. Can I turn down there? I think so. Ooh. Oh. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Ooh, I guess they just had a fresh accident right there. But I didn't see anybody else over there, so suspicious. Maybe they hit the sign. There's no telling around here. Alright, so now for the little part of the tour where you're right. You've got your pretty sick Fat Boy, and you're ripping it through campus. Got to take this thing to class, take it to work. You're in that cruising through the neighborhood kind of speed. And man, this is a nice cruiser. This is a bike you can get on it, and you can, when you need to, when the time requires a little more horsepower. It'll give you about what you want. But when you just need to take it easy, go to bike night, a good commute around, Fat Boys might be where it's at. See why there's all the craze about it. I mean, it's comfortable. If you hadn't ridden a Fat Boy before, you might need to. You might need to come see what all the craze is about. I definitely haven't ridden a bike this low in a while, that's for sure. Doing videos and rides with Pan Ams and lifted Softails and Dynas really changes things up when you're on stock suspension. Yeah, he's checking it out. He was like, man, that thing looks so cool. I bet he's still looking at it. He's not, unfortunate. Missing out. I guess those are still technically parking spots. Oh yeah. Throw another pipe on, get a little bit more of that rumble in there. You're set. But let's see, through the most notorious part of Lake Wheeler. Well, that thing looks fun. The old swamp crawler, or whatever that thing is. Talk about taking a Pan America everywhere. That thing won't care. Just drive it in the ocean if you want, I think. I don't know if you can drive those things underwater or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if you could. Let's see. I'll stop for this man. My biggest issue with the hazard button. So that is my one gripe with Harley-Davidson controls. Is where the hazard button is. I think I liked the old way a little bit better, where you could where you had to hold both turn signals in. But now it's been moved over to the top of the starter button. Which I guess, it's better to be able to, do it with one hand than, if you needed to. But at the same time, I find myself in a lot of situations like that where, like, I'm slowing to a stop for somebody or something like that. Don't pull out, thank you, sir. And I like to just throw my hazards on, so that way, they know. Oof. I'm gonna take it easy through here because I don't want to kick up all these rocks on this thing. And don't want to hit this guy. Find myself in a lot of situations, where I want to, of course I want to, just cut my hazards on right quick and keep moving. But my biggest issue is you have to reach across the kill switch, and I have definitely accidentally hit my kill switch before in an effort to try to cut my bike off. Or not cut my bike off, in an effort just kind of cut my hazards off, actually cut the bike off, and I was like, oh no, what's happening? So, with all that water, I wonder if they hit a pipe, somebody hit a pipe somewhere. That, or they're using that to cut into the concrete. Yeah, not ideal. But yeah, so here it is, folks. This is your 2023 Harley-Davidson Fat Boy Anniversary Edition. So come check it out if you have any questions about this motorcycle. Super cozy bike, super fun to ride. So many great things we could talk about all day about this motorcycle. But definitely come check it out. Like I said, number 10 of 3,000. Practically brand new, but it's pre-owned. So come check it out, give it a test ride, and let's try to make it yours. So in the meantime, ride safe, and we hope to see you soon.